Victreebel is a Pokemon that appears here and there on the ladder, and this Victreebel team ended up finishing in 206th place on the Season 15 Stadium Ladder season. We're going to be trying it out and seeing how well it can perform. This Victreebel team did pretty well in the last Stadium Ladder season. We have the bulky Tornadus with Icy Wind Speed Control, Tailwind, and Sunny Day with the Cover Cloak to prevent it from fake outs from happening. But mainly the idea is the Tornadus is bulky enough usually to be able to survive one hit, get the Tailwind up, and then hopefully able to get the Sunny Day so Victreebel is able to outspeed pretty much anything in the game. This is Victreebel. The reason you run it's Chlorophyll, of course, with the Focus Sash, but mainly the Acid Spray and the Clear Smog options. The Acid Spray really helps follow up with the Chi-Yu. Under the sun, you have that Chlorophyll boosting the speed of Victreebel, so it's faster than this Choice Scarf Chi-Yu. Acid Spray into a very strong heat wave under Beats of Ruin in the sun, able to do massive amounts of damage to any single Pokemon in this game. So that is the main combination you do want to utilize with this team. Then we have this Choice Specs Flutter Mane. This Choice Specs Flutter Mane is speed booster, and it's actually faster than Victreebel because of its photosynthesis boost. It's going to be faster than Victreebel even with the Chlorophyll in the sun, but still able to do massive damage and is a good partner to Chi-Yu. Otherwise, we have the Landorus Incarniform, which has great coverage, specifically against fire types that Chi-Yu, Flutter Mane, Victreebel don't really appreciate. And finally, the Farigiraf to help out against Trick Room teams, especially with that Imprison, and helps against priority moves that the team is very susceptible to. If you'd like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Let's see, Okidogi Tornadus, the Xianpao with Gouging Fire, the Wellspring Overpond, and Flutter Mane. Okidogi is just interesting, and Torn on this composition is definitely not something we would commonly see. I do have the Trick Room thread. I don't know if I really want to bring it. I would probably say no. Landorus isn't too bad. I do think I need Victreebel to break through the Wellspring Ogerpon. I think I need Torn around, so I do want to bring Torn. Either Torn Chi or Torn Flutter. I kind of like the idea of Torn Flutter just in the tail and mirror. They lead like Torn in their own Flutter. Yeah, I'm going to bring Torn Flutter, and I think Chi-Yu and Victreebel in the back. Let's see how this is going to perform. Landorus is okay in this matchup. It's good against the Gouging Fire, but only if I have the speed advantage and the Okidogi. But I can kind of overwhelm Okidogi, I think, with my team if I play it right. Let's see. Flutter Mane Tornadus, yeah. Okay, the classic. So it's just, do I want to Tailwind or do I want to click? I think I'd rather just click Tailwind, realistically. Yeah, I do want a Tailwind, or do I want an Icy Wind? Do I think they have Taunt, I guess is the question. I feel like on this team, probably not. I'm going to Icy Wind Dazzle, turn 1. And then I'm going to try to attempt Tailwind. I don't know, I just don't think they're Taunt. I feel like on this team, you don't need Taunt nearly as much, but I could be completely wrong. So let's go for the Terra Fairy. We'll see how their Flutter Speed interaction is. Okay, so we are both Terra Fairying this turn, which means mine is faster. So I guess I could just Tailwind it, Dazzled, Tailwind again, unless we want to trade Icy Winds or something. They're going to Tailwind, which makes sense. Moonblast, okay. Trying down to Flutter. A special attack drop, great. Dazzling Gleam, gonna get some pretty big chip. Okay. Icy Wind. I kind of wish I Tailwind it because I could have Sunny Dayed after, and I think I would have been in a really good spot. Torn survives the double up. Cover Cloak on the Torn, okay. It might have Taunt then. Cover Cloak usually has Taunt, but can't really do much. We are going to Tailwind and Dazzle and see if they let us get the... Oh, they do let us get the Tailwind off. Okay, so I do get a Dazzle here. And I should pick up the knockout on both. Yeah, okay. Alright, their Cover Cloak. I wasn't sure if they had Taunt. It didn't look like a team that would really carry Taunt, I think, overall. So was able to pick up the knockout on a Flutter, was able to get rid of Torn. Because I feel like you would probably want to play aggressive with this team. I feel like you would probably want Bleak Wind. You want Tailwind. I could have seen Protect and Icy Wind on this set. But Scary Face could have been an option. Would have probably been okay with that. But Gouging Fire is going to come out. And what's the last Pokemon? Wellspring? Chien-Pao. Okay. So we have an extra turn of Tailwind to work with. Are you gonna Sucker Punch, or are you gonna rely on Gouging Fire to pick up the knockout? I could see the Gouging Fire trying to attack the Flutter and you going for the Ice move into the Horn, which would make a lot of sense to me. I think my play is always a Sunny Day, so I get Victreebel faster, and I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Did you Sucker Punch? No, you didn't, because Torn went first. So I do get the Dazzle off before. I think they did make the exact sequence that I said before, which is probably he crashed the Flutter and Ice moved the Torn. Perfect. So I get a huge amount of damage into both. Break that Focus Sash on the Chien-Pao. The Gouging is now in range of Dark Pulse, and I should be able to Acid Spray the Chien-Pao and then win the game. Whew. Okay. You crash into Flutter. Yep. We're going to take the knockout Torn. If they miss Torn, is that bad? Actually, yes. Because then that creates variance in my next play. They have Ice Banner now. Okay, this should knock out Torn. And then I should get the free switches. Because I wanted to both positions I can threaten the double knockout always. So can Gouging be faster than Chi-Yu? I guess we'll find out if they are. But even then, if they're faster, I guess they could actually win. It really depends. It's a Ruin active. We're going to go for the Dark Pulse into the Gouging. And we're going to go for a Acid Spray into the Chien-Pao. I guess if they are faster, it should still be okay. But let's see. They're not going to Sucker Punch because of the Sleep Powder attempt, and they're not Sucker Punching the Chi-Yu, which makes sense. It's already Terra, so there's no point. Okay, I am faster. If they were faster, Key Crash Eater goes out into the Chi-Yu. If that picks up the knockout, then I have to go for Sleep Powder, I think. Or I guess I could... No, I could Acid Spray, actually. I could Acid Spray first and the Sleep Powder afterward. No, yeah, that would have been fine. I might have had to hit a Sleep Powder because... Although I should have had enough Sun Turn... No, I should have had enough Sun Turns, actually, because Acid Spray and Acid Spray should have picked up the knockout. I think it was only if Chien-Pao protected or if they went for a Sucker Punch there. But they were worried about Sleep Powder as a threat, so... Nice. Chien-Pao, Dragonite, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu. Great. What's my general matchup against this? I have Farigiraf, so I don't think they're going to go to Dragonite mode. Or at least, like, hard Chien-Pao Dragonite combos. Victreebel is actually really good because I can Acid Spray to Dondozo, and that would actually be pretty insane. Because then Moonblast would do a lot. I think Chi-Yu's not that great in this matchup. Farigiraf's actually pretty decent. Trying to make sure what is safe. I kind of want to do Torn. It's tough because I need Flutter Victreebel for the Dondozo combo. And then I need something... Is this a Sunny Day game? I just don't know if I'm bringing Farigiraf or not, because Farigiraf's kind of weird. You know what? Let's do Torn, Chi-Yu, Flutter, Victreebel. Let's not bring the Giraffe. The problem with Giraffe is, even though it blocks the priority, it's so weird into the uttermost that aren't Dondozo, and even Dondozo. Like, sure, I can block the Chien-Pao Dragonite, but the problem is, I need Victreebel plus Fluttermane to break through the Dondozo, and then I don't know what I'm really doing afterward. Okay, so we see Fluttermane Chi-Yu versus Chi-Yu plus the Horn, which is good here. So I do have a fast Snarl I can go for and a Tailwind. Let's see, what booster energy are you? Special attack, okay. You're not Specs. I'm getting my Tailwind up. Yes. I get Sunny Day and a Heat Wave. I don't think that knocks out the... I don't think it knocks out, though, either one of these Pokemon. The thing is, I kind of need the... Maybe I do need the Sunny Day. Actually, you know what? I'd rather Sunny Day and Heat Wave. Because they don't have a speed advantage. I kind of do with how fast my Pokemon are. So I'm going to Sunny Day here. Get the Heat Wave damage off. Because it's actually really important for later. So I do hit the Heat Wave. Oh, that's really big damage. A Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Heat Wave. Ooh, Chi survives. Actually, that's really nice. Okay. So the reason I made this play is because now I can go my Speed Booster Flutter and click Dazzling Gleam. And then I can go out a Victreebel. And now I'm set up for the Dondozo. If Dondozo's in the back. I don't know if Dondozo's confirmed to be in the back. We have no idea yet. But my plan is just to go for a Terra Dazzling Gleam. And swap to Victreebel. The end game could get a little bit dicey if I play my cards wrong, but we'll find out. Bring out the Victreebel. We're going to see the Terra come out from my side. I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, get the KO onto both. I think this should KO. I mean, this is Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. The Heat Wave did a lot of damage. I wasn't sure if Dazzle was going to be enough because it was also Life Orb damage into the factor, the Chi-Yu. Okay, they protect Flutter, which is also nice. Okay. So Dazzling Gleam will pick up the knock on the Chi-Yu. At least I'm pretty sure it should. It's Choice Specs Flutter. I'd be very shocked if it doesn't. Okay. Alright. And then I think we should be good. Is it Shi-Empower Dragonite in the back? Or is it Dondozo? If it's Dondozo, I'm just clicking Acid Spray and the Dazzling Gleam. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. I don't think they can knock out Flutter with the Sun. So I'm going for Dazzling Gleam and I'm going to go for Acid Spray into the Dondozo. I'm Speed Booster Flutter, so I'm confirmed to be faster than their Flutter under the Sun. As their special attack booster, if they go Tatsugiri, Acid Spray, and a Dazzling Gleam. I don't think it's deleting the Dondozo. It's doing some pretty good damage. They're actually going to protect Dondozo too. I guess they're scouting for the Sleep Powder, but this still is working out completely fine for me because I go for the Dazzle. Take the knock on the Flutter, and now Tatsugiri is forced in. I do see a way I can lose though. So, I mean, we'll see. I think the Flutter is actually decently bulky though on this team, so I really don't think the Dozo can pick up the knock on the Flutter. Tatsugiri comes in. How many turns of Sun are left? I think there's a decent amount of Sun turns, so I think we should be okay. Attack, special attack, and all the stats. Let's see. Alright, I'm a little bit nervous, so hopefully the Dazzling Gleam plus Acid Spray. I mean, it should do a massive amount of damage to Dondozo, like, easily. And I'm never clicking Sleep Powder. Never clicking Sleep Powder. So let's Acid Spray the... Oh, I can Clear Smog to Dondozo too, actually. Wait, that's actually more effective. I completely forgot. I had the button over Acid Spray the entire time. I'm like, wait, I can just Clear Smog to Dondozo. And then we're just guaranteed safe. Okay. Wait. Oh, I didn't realize the speed interaction's there. I mean, it's fine, but... There's Smog. A Wave Crash. Perfect. Yeah, even if they had +2, I still would have been able to KO. I knew Victreebel wasn't that fast. I forgot that you can't pick up the KO, so I guess it's the Acid Spray combinations only for the Flutter like the... It's only for the Chi-Yu, but yeah. Dazzling Gleam into Dozo. I'm going for my Chi-Yu switch, I think. Yeah. Because I might as well just go into Chi-Yu, click a Dazzling Gleam into the Dozo, which should easily pick up the knockout because Beats of Ruin, Choice Specs, Terra Fairy. I'd be very shocked if it survives. And like it covered to protect too. The Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, it just picks up the knock on a Dondozo. Now we have pressure against the Tatsugiri. Sun fades. Photosynthesis wears off. I don't think they can knock out the Flutter. I thought their win con was like Earthquake. The Tatsugiri maybe is like Focus Sash. They're able to stall out the sun. But yeah, now I have the Chiyu in. Go for a Dark Pulse into a Dazzling Gleam. Should finish off the Tatsugiri. No Terras at all. So Tatsugiri actually is able to take the Dark Pulse. Wow, that's actually pretty tanky. I'm actually surprised it did. The Dazzling Gleam will be able to finish off the Tatsugiri because it wasn't Scarf because it had bulk investment to live the Dark Pulse. So goodbye Tatsugiri and seal up the game. Okay. Nice. So it looks like we just had full Dozo control. I didn't even account for the clear Smog in my game planning. I just accounted for like, oh, I have to spray massive damage, break through the unaware stuff, but kind of, you know, you kind of forget sometimes. You kind of forget sometimes the techs you have. Okay, we have mind games on mind games. We have Annihilate, Whimsicott, Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Urshifu, and Mousehold. This is always going to be frustrating to play against. And I mean really frustrating to play against. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I want Torn. I lead Flutter, or am I leading? Probably Flutter, actually, because if it's Scarf or Shifu. I'm really worried about this could be like Trick Room, Whimsicott, Final Gambit, Scarf, Annihilate. I've seen it all. Standard beat up. They have double beat up potentially. We're gonna be playing mind games. Let's see how this goes. I'm bringing the Chiyu for the immediate damage output, and if they lead or Shifu, Sunny Day into Heat Wave is not a bad option. Or just Bleak Wind immediately because Chiyu. Oh wait, no, I led Flood. Did I lead Flood? I did lead Flutter actually, which is fine still. They did lead Urshifu and Mousehold actually, which is a really good lead for me. Kind of wish I let Chi for the Heat Wave. But their Urshifu is in danger right now. They have Tailwind. I think I need to prioritize Tailwind, unfortunately, over Sunny Day. I could Terra Steel here. I'm just worried about beat up. I Terra, actually, I could Terra the Torn if I'm worried about that, though. You know what? Let's go for a Bleak Wind. Let's go for a Dazzle. Let's see. We're gonna see a Terra. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know who this is actually. Is this Urshifu? Okay, are you poison? Makes sense. I'm okay with that. Because a Bleak Wind is huge here. And a Dazzle will do a lot. Just need to confirm on the Urshifu side. So they burned their Terra. I'm trying to figure out this population bomb. This also could be Encore Mousehold if it's support, and they could have tried to Encore the Torn and the Tailwind. It should fail because I should be slower. Here comes a Dazzling Gleam. Pretty good damage overall. Get a crit on their Urshifu. They taunted my Torn? And Wicked Blowed? Hit their Urshifu. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're good. I'm going Victreebel. I don't know what that turn was. I don't know why you go for the taunt. They disrespected my Fluttermane immensely there. But yeah, I just go for a Dazzling Gleam. I get in my... I think I go out in a Victreebel because I don't want to have Chief Flutter and then they have like a Whimsicott in the back next to this really strong Tailwind Mon. So I think Victreebel to threaten like Sleep Powders or something is nice. I'm also going to retreat. I don't know. That's Rillaboom. Okay. And then Protect on the Urshifu makes sense here. I wish I would... if that's the case, I probably should have went out into Chiyu. Although this is still pretty acceptable. Sucker Punch into Flutter. Okay. I thought it was going to be Protect, but this works out. Dazzling Gleam going to pick up the knockout into the Urshifu. If it's Taunt Mousehold, I still can't tell if it's Population Bomb or if it's just Friend Guard. Because I really don't know how much damage. I mean, the Bleak Wind didn't do as much probably to the Urshifu than it could have been, but still. Let's see who they're bringing out. It's gonna be the Mousehold again. Gonna go for Energy Ball into the Mousehold and Dazzling Leap. I still have no idea what these sets are, but we'll see. Grassy Glide gonna pick up the knock on the Flutter. What's the move from the Mousehold? Is it Population Bomb? No, Taunt. Okay. Prevent Sleep Powder, but I'm completely okay with that. And then we get an Energy Ball in Grassy Terrain. Should pick up the knockout into the Mousehold. Nice. And now we can go out into Torn. And then the last Pokemon is probably Annihilate. And I think I should have this game sealed afterward. Granted, it's not over because I still don't know the sets on their team. But I think we should be good. Annihilate? It is Annihilate. Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. So I'm going for Acid Spray into the Annihilate. And I'm going to go for Sunny Day. I'm already faster with the Chi-Yu. I just need to hit a Heat Wave. I guess I could Energy Ball because I am giving the Defiant boost. But really, if I miss a Heat Wave onto the Annihilate, it's already pretty bad. I could probably actually still win the game. But we'll see. Here comes a Sunny Day. Acid Spray into the Annihilate. So it's a -2 speed or -2 special defense now. I want to burn Jealousy can finish off the Annihilate. They Drain Punch a Torn actually. Wait. That's really nice actually. Guys, what's the Rillaboom clicking here? Is it stronger to click Energy Ball in this situation, or is it stronger to Acid Spray again so Burning Jealousy can be a play? U-turn. Okay, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So now we bring out the Chi-Yu. It's U-turn on the Rillaboom. I feel like Burn Jealousy into Sun with Beats of Ruin should pick up the knockout easily. Let me double check the speeds. 134, 152. Yeah, I'm definitely faster. Energy Ball and Burning Jealousy should finish it off. I think. Let's see if Annihilate protects. No protects. Grassy Glide going to come out. But Energy Ball should do a lot to Annihilate. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Burning Jealousy, so we can't miss. Ooh, didn't get out a Rillaboom actually. That could have actually been a throw from me if they protected the Annihilate and went for a Wood Hammer. Maybe I should have Acid. I should probably Acid Spray to the. No, I should have Acid Spray to the Rillaboom. Because if they're Assault Vest, because Burning Jealousy probably knocked out the Annihilate realistically. After that Acid Spray with the Sun and the Beads of Ruin, Rillaboom, I'm still a little bit surprised it survived, but yeah, Acid Spray probably was better. Prevent the situation of Wood Hammer, because they could Wood Hammer. Actually, no, because they would have had to crit Wood Hammer. Because if they Wood Hammer the Chi-Yu, they can't Grassy Glide following, and I should have won Wood Hammer with Chi-Yu. Yeah, no, I was fine as long as they didn't crit Wood Hammer, and if crit Wood Hammer KOs, but probably does. If I'm Assault Vest still on Rila, if it was Miracle Seed, I'd 100% believe it. Maybe Assault Vest couldn't. But yeah, Victreebel, Chi-Yu cleaning up that end game right there. Still surprised about like the first couple of turns, but that's how it goes sometimes. Into the Armored Torkoal, the Ogerpon with Ursaluna and Urshifu. Cornerstone Ogerpon. Let's see. The problem is with Urshifu is that this could be the weak armor policy strat, or this could just be safe trick room. And I'll never really know. I do have a. She is good into the stuff, but I'm not 100% certain if it's the right call. Victreebel is not bad here, mainly because we do have a Focus Sash, which is pretty big here. I think Chi-Yu plus Victreebel is actually not a terrible lead. I do actually kind of like it a lot. I think it's probably for Rigoroth in the back so I can reset Trick Room if need be, and then Flutter for damage output. Landers isn't bad either, but I think Flutter. Let's see how this is gonna go. Definitely scary. Bringing no protects against this Trick Room team. So if I get one turn wrong, we are gambling. We are gambling 100%. I have no idea if this is just going to be your standard in the armor or Trick Room, or the, you know, the classic weak armor, weakness policy strats that we commonly see. Because their team kind of signals that it probably is most likely going to be that weak armor, weakness policy. But we never truly know until we actually know. Armor Rouge Indie lead, okay? Versus the Victreebel and the Chiyu. So are we going to see an item from the Indie like a Psychic Seed? No. They've all dropped Terra Grass on Armor Rouge unless it's picking up recently. I'm just going to go for a Sleep Powder attempt into Armor Rouge, and I'm just going to go for a Snarl. Because if they go for a Wide Guard to block, I think it's okay. Indie gonna retreat. All right, what's coming in? Ursaluna. Are they Terra Grass? Oh, we gotta hit a Sleep Powder. Okay. Okay. Good night, Armor Rouge. Okay, that ended up working out really nicely. I didn't think it was Protect Armor. Well, I don't know if it was Protect Armor, but the thing is, you can't really leave Indie vulnerable like that. You might have been forced to pop the Terra immediately, which was fine. Gonna go for an Energy Ball into Ursaluna. Just gonna go for a Snarl. If they try to switch out an Indie or Protect Ursaluna to get the free switch, that's fine by me. I still have to reverse Trick Room if necessary, although maybe this was the opportunity to go for Snarl and swap. I'm not 100% certain. Because we're going to see a Terra actually activate now, which is surprising. What Terra are you? Ghost would get deleted. Fairy, okay. Yeah, but even with Fairy, I don't know about the spot. Snarl gets rid of the Armor Rouge. I get a huge Energy Ball off into the Ursaluna. Okay. Energy Ball. Good damage. Like really good damage. A Facade? I guess you can't really Earthquake in that position. They may not even have Earthquake. But that works out huge for me. Yeah, that works out huge for me. Who knew that you could sweep with Chiyu Victreebel without the sun for Chlorophyll Acid Spray sweeps? Sleep Powder is a funny move. Although it's not over yet. Their Shifu's out. It's water. I mean, I either get the Energy Ball into Urshifu, or I get the KO into Ursaluna anyway and chip into Urshifu. So I just don't see a reason why I don't click Snarl plus Energy Ball. Like, even if you swap out an Indie, like, what are you doing here? You also set up the Psychic Terrain, so unless you're Scarf, I do outspeed with the Chiyu and click Snarl. Yeah, huge damage. Okay. And what are you doing with the Urshifu? Who are you targeting? Victreebel? Nope, you targeted Chiyu. So I do get the Energy Ball off into the Urshifu, and I think that's a wrap because I'm pretty sure Flutter Mane, Dazzling Gleam plus Energy Ball on the Victreebel will be able to seal the game. So a little bit ugly. I did have to rely on the Sleep Powder a bit, but felt like it was pretty worth it in this position. I actually don't even know what Terra Armor Rouge even runs anymore. Is it still Psychic? It's been a while since I've seen an Armor Terra, actually. I don't think I've seen one Terra in a while. The last time I saw was like Psychics were everywhere, but yeah. Ursaluna gonna come in. I go for Terra Dazzling Gleam here with my Flutter Mane and Energy Ball. They already Terra'd the Ursaluna, so the entity can't have a defensive Terra. And we just Dazzle Energy Ball, win the game. Nice. Nice. Good enough offensive pressure. You love to see it. Sweeping without sun. Pretty good, Victreebel plus Chiyu. Pretty good. Ogre Pond, Wellspring Form, Flutter Mane, Tornadus Incarnate, Landis Incarnate, Urshifu, and the Raging Bolt. Flutter's really good here. Torn, Tailwind, of course, is always going to be super solid against these teams. I think Chiyu Heatwave, there's really not a resist that they have. And Victreebel, I could bring Landers, but you know what? What's the fun of bringing Landers when we could bring a Victreebel and Acid Spray Heatwave through most of their team? Hopefully. That's the idea here. That's the idea. Hopefully Victreebel can come in a bit clutch. That's the goal. But yeah, I think realistically, if I was playing this, it'd probably be Landers. I think the 4 Torn, Chiyu, Flutter, and Landers are like really, they're insane special attackers. I'm bringing the Victreebel because I could see myself acid spraying through this game very easily if I position this correctly. Just get a strong hit with Flutter, Dazzling Gleam, go for a Sunny Day afterward, get the sun up. Chiyu kind of clears the board a bit. The Wellspring Ogerpon is the only scary part because I don't think this team has the best answers. I mean, Victreebel is of course a Mon, but it's not exactly super easy to break through. Oh, we're gonna see Torn Flutter. Okay. So I have a few options against this. Tailwind immediately seems pretty good. I could Icy Wind too if I really want, but the problem is I have no idea what the Torn set is on their team. I think Tailwind's always the right play. And then just Dazzle. Because then they're both in range of Chiyu Heatwave afterward. I just am going to question if I can get the Sunny Day up. Although I don't expect Taunt coming up from the Torn the next turn. So let's see if they Terra or not, because it looks like I Terra first with my Flutter, if I'm not mistaken. Or did they Terra first? Okay. They just go for Taunt immediately. All right. And Tailwind, Shadow Ball going to come out in a Flutter. Okay. Not the greatest. Here comes a Dazzling Gleam going to come out into the Torn. Not bad. The problem is I just don't see how I'm resetting this. It's just Shadow Ball again. It does look like it specs Flutter. I think it's Icy Wind into the Chiyu. Take the Shadow Ball. I don't know if they're going to Bleak Wind here. They're going to go for a Tailwind. I think Tailwind makes a lot of sense, but I'm not 100% certain. Bring out the Chiyu. They do Tailwind here, so that's one turn of Tailwind. All right. Shadow Ball again into what was the Flutter initially. Okay, Chiyu takes it. I see Wind will affect the Flutter. Yeah, it's a Torn. A little bit weird. Okay. All right, Torn goes down, which is good. Trying to figure out how the rest of this game plays because it's still pretty awkward. Let's see what their next Pokemon is. Granted, they're locked in a Shadow Ball, which is nice on the Flutter. I just don't know if I have to sack here. I feel like I probably have to. Ogerpon going to come out. I feel like the only way that they secure it, though, I think I'm going to go Victreebel. I'm going Victreebel. And I'm going to go for a Heat Wave. Who are you Ivy Cudgeling, I guess is the question. Are you going to Ivy Cudgel Torn? Or are you going to Ivy Cudgel the Chiyu? Because I could switch out to Chiyu. You know what? I have a feeling they're going to target down to Chiyu. I'm going to go on a Victreebel and I'm just going to Icy Wind. Because the Shadow Ball won't KO me under Beats of Ruin. They're actually going to swap out the Flutter into Landers. That's huge for me. Because I get an Icy Wind off. I guess the question is, do I survive an Ivy Cudgel if they Terra? I switched out to Chiyu because I want to get rid of Beats of Ruin, so I lived a Shadow Ball from Flutter Mane. They would have had to double into my Torn otherwise. At least I'm pretty sure because I don't know about this Terra Water Ivy Cudgel calc. I feel like Torn can live, but we'll see. You also still have to respect the Chiyu Heatwave damage. So let's see. This could have gone really badly or really great. Ivy Cudgel. Did he target the Torn? Makes sense. I guess I could just Heat Wave. We'll never know. I'll never know. That's really bad too, because that was I don't know though if I lived that or not. It really I am bulky Torn, but still. Mega Flutter. Over. It's not great though. It is not great. Let's Dazzling Gleam and probably Sleep Powder and Ogre Pawn. Who did they double, I guess is the question. They're gonna target down to Flutter, so I have Victreebel. Okay. Flutter goes down. Did they Terra? They Terra'd with the Ogre Pawn, so the Flutter main is still vulnerable to Dark Pulse. Focus Sash. Okay, I had to Sleep Powder. That's one step. I think I need a lot of RNG. I mean, a lot of RNG. So we're bringing out the Chi-Yu. How healthy was their Flutter? They took a Dazzling Gleam. I don't have Overheat though. That's the issue. So I think I think I have to Dark Pulse the Flutter. And I need to Energy Ball the Ogre Pawn. Or do I Acid Spray into Energy Ball? Energy Ball with 2 beats of Ruin, would that KO the Ogre Pawn? I feel like it should. Even with the special defense boost, I'd imagine so. I need a flinch on the Landers with Dark Pulse. That's what I need. Oh, they still Tailwind up. I think if Torn survives the Ivy Cudgel, I'm just able to click the... Because I think the Ogre Pawn probably didn't click Spike Shield. I think it was just faster than Landers, which means it has quite a bit of investment in speed. I don't know if it's bulky or not, but most of them are decently bulky. For Follow Me support, I feel like I live with Torn. I really do. Yeah, I do. All right, let's go over to games. In game 1, a strong start, getting some massive damage with Fluttermane, and then with Sunny Day allowed a big Dazzling Gleam, outspeeding the Gouging Fire before it could move. But also Victreebel next to Choice Scarf Chi-Yu was able to clean up the weakened Pokemon. In game 2, I forgot about having Clear Smog on the Victreebel, which helped because I messed up the speed tiers on the Fluttermane for the Acid Spray. But after locking the Dondozo in under the sun, Clear Smog invalidated the Dondozo, getting rid of its stat boost for Fluttermane to finish off the team. In game 3, wasn't sure what to expect from this team, but the Mousehold going for the taunt put me in a weird spot. I was able to get Chi-Yu in a fantastic spot to win the game with the Sun Up and Acid Spray support from Victreebel. In game 4, hits Sleep Powder and got a right call with Victreebel, was able to deny my opponent from setting up Trick Room after they decided to switch into Ursaluna for Indeedee. In game 5, felt I was in a pretty decent spot even after falling for the taunt turn 1, but the crit from the Ogre Pawn, which did matter, ended up messing up my game plan because I couldn't match Tailwind or set up the Sun, so I got overwhelmed instead with my opponent's Pokemon being faster than mine. Victreebel is a pretty fun Pokemon. It is a very risky mon though. Sometimes you do have to make some pretty strong calls, especially because you only have Protect with one Pokemon being the Lander, so it's not exactly an easy team to pivot around. That Acid Spray combination with Chi-Yu can be really strong if you are able to, but sometimes it is hard to position. But solid team otherwise. If you would like to try it out, the rental code is on the screen. Hopefully it's still available, but otherwise the details of the team and the creator are down below in the description. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.